From the oldest park in baseball, MLB The Show comes your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. The Blue Jays will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Chris Sale gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, if you hate D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games. Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He has 7 hits in 29 at-bats. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. From the belt, the pitch. Here's a ball fought off foul off to the right. It's strike one. Reyes the runner at first with nobody out. And now they've got him in a rundown. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. The tag, and he is cooked at first.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. You know, it's always interesting to see a hitter's lifetime numbers against a pitcher and vice versa. Well, in this matchup, he has some pretty impressive ownage, as they say. 4 home runs in past at-bats, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and foul, though it had the home run distance. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Toronto nothing. Sox coming to bat. You've got it tuned to Major League Baseball, the show. Francis Martes starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Ready now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today. I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, there aren't a lot of guys with the talent and determination of Dustin Pedroia. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Fastball called for strike 2. Martes is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty B. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's J.D. Martinez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A bouncer up the middle. Right there is Reyes. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Here's Justin Smoke now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 5 base hits in 22 tries. He's taken him deep once. First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right. There to play it is Moreland, and there's 1 away.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up out D today. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid type outfielder. Forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts out there. But a guy who can play center with a strong, accurate arm, and we know he can roll the ball.
But right at the shortstop for the second out.
Troy Tulowitzki.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup right down the middle. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You going?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Hit on the ground to third. Donaldson's up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy can easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat.
Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Mitch Moreland. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. There they are, the teammates. Ted Williams, Johnny Pesky, Bobby Doerr, and Dom DiMaggio. 4 great Red Sox that played right here as teammates, of course, at Fenway. Standing in, Russell Martin, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Now at the plate, Devin Travis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, When you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
There now is Moreland, and he's got it for the second out.
Batting ninth, center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Settling in now, Kevin Pillar. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Here's Jackie Bradley now, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Fastball in there for a called strike. And it's 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. Digging in, Blake Swihart. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bradley aboard here at first with nobody out. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
In the dirt here. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Bradley runs. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pillar moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
So coming to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Missed with a breaking ball.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Hit down the third base line. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. This one's down to third. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Stepping in, Jose Reyes. He singled his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And he misses again. Ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors. Digging in now, Josh Donaldson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Into the corner and slicing foul. First time up, he went down looking. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
A ball and 2 strikes.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Popped him up. Pedroia is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Smoke.
At the plate, Justin Smoke hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Jay's off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Toronto. Next up for the Red Sox, J.D. Martinez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And now a pitch on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 11 for him on the season. And with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Now batting, first baseman, Hanley.
Standing in now, Hanley Ramirez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. In the air out toward right field. Bautista moves over, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Grounded down the third baseline. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. We return to Fenway Park after this. Here's Randall Grichuk. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Left fielder, Randall.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. A 1 pitch on its way. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Now we'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back safely. The 1-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Moreland on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin now. From the stretch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit hard back up the middle. Gloved by Bogarts. Pedroia relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Now at the plate, Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Donaldson's there, and the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
In now, Jackie Bradley Jr. reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now here it comes. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now batting, catcher, Blake Swihart.
Now in the box, Blake Swihart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We played 5. Next to bat for Toronto, Devin Travis.
Second baseman, Devin Travis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at. Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even if soft liners fall, Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
In now, Kevin Pillar. He'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike one. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two. Line towards center field. Bradley is right there, one down. One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Check swing here, and they'll appeal down to first, but Darryl Parker's right on it. He went around, so that's strike one. And a good job to lay off the fastball there, close, but it's 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moreland sprinting after it, 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 20, Josh.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley, and it's gone into the monster seats. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, and it gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead.
Well, you can get some cheap home runs in Fenway down the right field line, but when you hit it deep over the monster in left center, there's nothing cheap about that. He earned that trip around the bases and should enjoy it.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 2 out, nobody on. Ready on 1 and 2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two and 1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's Donaldson down at third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. J.D. Martinez is on deck. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night.
Digging in once again, J.D. Martinez. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
1 and 2. And struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Now the 1-0. And a bouncing ball, foul. Bogarts, the runner at first with 2 gone. This one's down to third. Played on the backhand. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like
here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Joe Biagini trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Into the box, Andrew Benintendi. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. No hits to this point. Just missed with a breaking ball. Two down, runners at first and second. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. Ramirez rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores and the Red Sox have tied it. We are knotted at 3.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but will have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Behind 0-2 now. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Hard hit toward the hole. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 7th inning coming up. Digging in to try it again, Justin.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up. But it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. Into the box now, Rendell Grichuk, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
A full count, 3-2 to Rendell Grichuk. On deck, there you see Troy Tulowitzki. High in the air down the right field line. Moreland has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw, and he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
The batter, designated hitter, Troy Tulowitzki.
So striding forward now, Troy Tulowitzki, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him for the second out, but meanwhile the tying run is in to score.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
Coming to the plate now, Russell Martin. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. And there's a swing and a miss by Martin as he falls behind now 0-2. Thornburg playing here in his age 29 season. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Shot toward right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has zero chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Carson Smith will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Standing in now, Devin Travis swinging a ground ball to third. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway, and we are tied 4-4. Here's Jackie Bradley now.
Leading off for the Red Sox, number 25.
Aaron Luke will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Now pitching for Toronto, number 62, Aaron Luke.
Now the pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Soft liner towards short. But there to flag it down is the shortstop Reyes, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Blake Swihart.
Into the box now, Blake Swihart, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar. And this time,
leading off for the Blue Jays, center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
he's set. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul. Missed with a slider. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. 8th inning from Fenway Park. This one tight throughout as we're all tied up in the final stages. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Smith stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He was an 8th round selection back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Josh Donaldson will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through?
The 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Smoke. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Started to go down after it, and he could. Hold back. It's strike 1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall as he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Rendell Gritcha is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Smoke stands at second with 2 gone. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3. Riding in once again, Xander Bogaerts. He'll get things started now in the bottom of it. Is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The Jays maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep. and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Here's J.D. Martinez. So far, 2 for 3. Trevor Rosenthal will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 64, Trevor Rosenthal.
Here's the first pitch to him. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's working on a Sergio Romo enters a little earlier than usual as he'll be asked to get 5 outs to try to earn the save here. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Comes set and the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss by Ramirez as he's dispatched back to the dugout. Out number 2.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He doubled his last time through. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. A bouncer to the left side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. Score remains steady. Robbie Scott enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Scott, a 6'3" left-hander. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Standing in, Russell Martin was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a dive there from Pedroia, but he comes up empty. It's a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Devin Travis comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Sliced hard on the ground, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Felipe Vasquez enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9. In now, Kevin Pillar. 0-1 the count. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Line towards center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
That one had extra bases written all over it. Great sliding catch, and he also kept the runners right where they were at.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. No balls and 1 strike. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Donaldson. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
First offering on its way. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Martin on 3rd. Travis over at 2nd. Reyes at 1st. 2 out in the inning. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
He came into a mess out of the bullpen, and it hasn't gotten any better. This is not a comfortable place to be. Not even close.
Here's the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Back up the middle and deflects off the pitcher. Throw goes over to 3rd, and they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. Last into the box now, Dustin Pedroia. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Romo, a veteran at 35 years of age. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And it's gone. Mitch Moreland with a solo home run. 4th home run for him on the season. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Seems to look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, that's a great take there right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Popped him up. Martin is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in the switch hitter, Blake Swihart. He comes to the plate. As the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth.
Number 25, Henry Morales.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 8 home runs and 17 RBIs. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's off the green monster. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, one thing's for certain. That makes the manager look like a genius right there. He calls on him to pinch hit, hoping for any kind of spark, and he gives him a little bit more than that, blasting a double that almost leaves the ballpark. Big innings often start with beginnings like this.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Morales at second with 2 down. Down and away, ball 1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Nice AB right there. 2 out single in the 9th. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
2 balls and no strikes for Bogart.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Slider misses away, and he's behind 3-0. A 3-0, and it's fouled away. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Last strike now for the Red Sox. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. There is Travis. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. Toronto came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Aaron Luke earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Sergio Romo hammers down the 5-out save, his 9th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 7 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Red Sox, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.